welcome to Sachin's YouTube channel. Today we are going to see an important concept for class 11. This is a topic based on empirical and molecular formulae. So we are going to use the relations of percentages of the elements given and the molar mass of the compound given and find out the empirical and molecular formulae. First, we are going to consider 6 columns. In the first columns we have written elements, second percentage, and in the third column we are going to write atomic masses. In the fourth column we are going to divide the percentage with the respective atomic masses of every compound, and in the fifth column we are going to divide the value of the fourth column with the minimum value of this column, and finally we are going to get the simple ratio. So let's start with the elements. So I'll write out the elements as carbon, hydrogen and chlorine. It's given in the compound that in the question that a compound contains 4.0% of hydrogen, 24.27% of carbon and 71.65% of chlorine, and they have also given there its molar mass as 98.96 grams. So first I am going to write down the percentages of each. So for carbon it's 24.27, and for hydrogen it's 4.07%, for chlorine it's 71.65%. We know that atomic mass of carbon is 12 grams, hydrogen atom it's 1 gram, and chlorine it's 35.5 grams. So dividing the percentage with their atomic mass, for carbon it's 24.27 by 12. We are going to get around 2.02 approx, and for this it's 4.07 by 1, which is again 4.07. For chlorine it's 71.65 by 35.5. Here again we'll get an approximate value of 2.02. So we can see that in column 4 the least value is 2.02, and we'll divide each number with the least number, that is 2.02 in this column. So again 2.02 by 2.02, here we get 1. For hydrogen it's 4.07 by 2.02, it's approximately 2, and for chlorine it's again 2.02 by 2.02, which is again 1. So the simple ratio which we get from the tabular column is 1:2:1. Hence from simple ratio we can write the empirical formula as CH2 and Cl. From this we can calculate the empirical formula mass as, for carbon it's 12 grams, for hydrogen it's 1 for an atom, and as there are 2 hydrogens so it's going to be 2, and for chlorine it's 35.5. So the overall mass will be 49.5 grams. So from this observation we are going to find molecular formula by using empirical formula times n, and for calculating this n we are using the relation n is equals molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass. We already know molecular formula mass, which is given as 98.96 grams in question, and we have found empirical formula mass as 49.5. So let's write it down here. The final answer for n is approximately 2. As we see that the value of n is 2, hence molecular formula can be found as CH2Cl times 2. So we get the molecular formula as C2H4Cl2. Hence we get the answers for our question as, first the empirical formula is CH2Cl, and by finding n we get n as 2, and hence the molecular formula is C2H4Cl2. Overall approach was we took 6 columns. First consists of elements, the second with the percentages, third with the respective atomic masses of the compounds or elements. Then in the fourth column we are dividing the percentage by atomic mass, and we get some numbers. Among them we are going to choose a least number, and in the fourth column we are going to divide every number which we get by the least number. Here it's 2.02. From this we are going to get a simple ratio. This will be our empirical formula. From this we are going to calculate empirical formula mass. From this we are going to find the value of n by the relation of molecular formula mass divided by empirical formula mass. Here in this case it's 2, and again molecular formula is empirical formula times n. So we get molecular formula as C2H4Cl2. Thank you.